Hello, USA soccer fans and football fans. And NFL fans too, because some big playoff games happened this weekend. But you're not going to hear anything about it here. This is this kind of football. Real football. Real Madrid football. USA football. Okay? Bobby Cardenas from Lancaster, California, coming at you. Sunday afternoon. What time is it? 4:15. It's been a long couple of days because we had the final games of the season of the AFL. And you know what? I got to stop this Fakata thing here because it's affecting my life. It's the Barcelona game. I still have to finish watching and Real Madrid later. Well, I'm going to give you some results from yesterday and today. Talk about AFL and especially a referee report. That's why I got my referee hat on. I figure why not. Actually, my hair looks pretty messed up because of it. All right. So, real quickly, yesterday the big games were this: Tottenham 4, Sunderland 1, Newcastle 2, West Ham 1. Newcastle is trying to fight relegation. They're trying to slowly climb the table so they don't get sent down at the end of the season to the championship. It would be horrible for Newcastle. Southampton, as it's pronounced, 3-0 at home over West Brom. Bournemouth 3-0 over Norwich City, newly promoted teams this past season. Man City, Crystal Palace, Man City beat them 4-0. Aston Villa and Leicester tied 1-1 at Aston Villa. Aston Villa is also trying. They're in the bottom. They're 20th. They're trying to claw up the table also. It would be embarrassing if they went down. Chelsea and Everton drew 3-3, and Chelsea stays stagnant in 14th place in the table, and Everton is at 10th or 11th maybe. That's another good. And then today, Liverpool. My Liverpool lost at home 1-0 versus Man United. With a header. I mean, no, not a header. A goal off of a corner kick. It bounced around. Fellaini got on it. And Rooney blasted it in the 78th minute. And they won 1-0. And I just finished seeing a great game. Even though the score ended up 0-0, Arsenal traveled to Stoke City and the game ended up 0-0. 0-0. But it was a good game. Petr Cech, the goalkeeper for Arsenal, who for many years, he just came into Arsenal this year. For many seasons, he was Chelsea's number one keeper. And he's always been one of my favorite keepers, if not my favorite keeper in the BPL. I think he's fantastic still, even though he's up there in age. He's smart. So freaking smart, and he's tall. Anyway, if you don't want to hear these scores right now, do this, because even though I know the scores, I'm still going to watch the games. I found out by accident these scores. Barcelona beat Athletic Bilbao at home at the Camp Nou 6-0. One of the reasons is because their goalkeeper just got sent off with a foul against Suarez in the area. Red carded, boom, because he was a goal scoring opportunity. So that's early in the game. That's probably one of the reasons why Bilbao had a tough time. They had to play with 10 players the rest of the game. And then Real Madrid at home beat Real Sporting 5-1. So I got to watch that. And Swansea City takes on Watford tomorrow. Okay, but in AFL, so we finished our season. We had to do a few makeup games today, but yesterday was the crux of our games. And after all is said and done, after all the games and all the results, the table stands like this, and then playoffs begin after this, top 4 teams. So Juventus, who was in third going into yesterday's 9th game and their makeup game today, 10th game, now find themselves in first place with 26 points, no losses this year, 8 wins, 2 draws. The B team and Cosmos are second and third with the same record, 8-1-1 with 25 points, and they each lost to each other, their losses. So in goal differential for the B team with a plus 40 goal differential, they end up in second. Cosmos in third, and Kryptonite, the defending champions, are in fourth. So that means Juventus in first place will play Kryptonite, and the B team in second place will play the Cosmos. Then the winners of both those games play for this season's championship. And why the hell are my glasses all props? What is that? I couldn't friggin' see. You know what? Something's got to change in this setup right here. Dinklage is in charge. Why don't you get to... I'm blaming him for this. I have to blame somebody. All right. Now, yesterday, during the game, is that better? Yeah, it's better. And now I don't need him because okay, so yesterday, I'm watching one of the first games, 9 a.m., between Kamikazes and USA. There was a handling call for USA against USA early. Halftime, I go to the other side of the complex to get my breakfast burrito, and I come back, and one of the ladies from FC Kamikazes comes up to me. I mean, she goes, I think you really have to talk to your referees because they're not sure about the laws. And that's why I said, okay. She tells me that one of their players was yellow carded for a handball. You know, I hate that term, handball. So I didn't get her on a case about that. But she said that the female player was carded and the ball hit her elbow. So I said, okay, well, did she purposely handle the ball? And the woman says, well, it hit her elbow. I said, look, I'm not here. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. But, and the caution, she was questioning the caution. And I said, look, under the laws of the game, realistically, every handling call should be cautionable because it's egregious to the spirit of the game. You purposely handled the ball for various reasons, to delay game, to delay somebody from getting it, to stop a possible goal. So technically, it should always be a card. Do we do that as referees? No, we don't. Especially if it's in the middle of the field, it doesn't really affect play at that time. But if it's tactical, if a player purposely puts his or her arm out to delay get in the path of the ball so that another player doesn't get it or slows down play, it's cautionable. It's a tactical foul, and that's what I explained to her. But she goes, well, but it hit her elbow. It doesn't matter what part of the arm it hits. So I explained that to her. I said, maybe that's what happened. Now, I didn't really know what the play was involved because I hadn't seen it. Well, guess what? The referee comes over to me afterwards and says, hey, was she asking about the handling call? I said, yeah. He goes, well, the player put her arm out purposely to stop the ball from getting past her, and it hit her elbow. And I cautioned her. So see, do I know what I'm talking about or don't I? Yes, I do. Because I've been refereeing so many years. I know what I'm talking about. I don't mean to pat myself on the back all the time, but I have to, I guess. Because somebody out here has to know what's going on. That's why they come to me on the sidelines to ask me these questions. And then I hopefully, answer them and put them straight. And that's it. What can I tell you? She got a yellow card for friggin' handling. She shouldn't have done what she did. That's it. I got to go. Say no to racism. Always say no to racism. I'm off work tomorrow because of the holiday, so maybe I'll come back and post something else because I want to talk about different things, right? And go USA and with the beer. Oh, I love my man cave. I'll talk to you later.